the whole sport originated after motorcycle motocross. Those were our heroes. Those were the guys that we wanted to really be like, you know, the Joel Roberts, Roger DeCosters, Heike McColl. I mean, those were the guys that we looked at, seen in magazines, and wanted to go out and ride our bicycles like them. So, you know, we were trying to ride those type of courses. Of course, they were downhill type courses, but that's really where we started and what we had fun with. Sponsored by Peddlers West, they were in San Fernando. Jim Emerson was very involved with you know, getting the kids in our neighborhood to come out and start riding the tracks, and I mean, that was really the first big track, Soledad Sands, that we raced at every weekend.
Racing in the 70s, there was a lot of different, I think there were different styles of racing, different racers. Everybody, you knew how each person rode. Kevin McNeil had huge elbows, and that was just his style. He was aggressive with big elbows. Stuart and I rode together, and I knew his style, and he rode a certain way, and he and I never got aggressive. We never had to. We rode competitively, but coherently, and you know, very compassionately with each other. But the guys from LA, again, you know, they talked the attitude, they walked the walk, and they talked the talk, and they did like to throw a few elbows, and they'd dive inside on some turns, and I don't think anybody ever took you out with the idea of vengeance, but to better their position, sometimes they did a block pass or whatever it took. But it was competitive from an early on, and everybody had different views of what competition was. Some guys had to win to feel competitive, others just had to compete to feel competitive.
There was definitely some individual competitions going on. Bob Hanna was one that was really hard to beat. He was tough. David Clinton, and then of course Tom Lund was starting to come up through the ranks as he got older. He was getting better, faster. John George became the guy to beat late '73, and then in '74. He was fast. He was real fast.
Suzanne and I were in the motorcycles also. I mean, we worked together doing that. I would build a track and get it ready. Suzanne would come out and take the entries and run the race, and I'd go sit in the bleachers and watch. She organized the sign-ins, kept the points. She did all the work.
I don't think Suzanne Claspy has gotten as much recognition as she deserved, because she kind of spearheaded him, and she kicked him in the butt, and she pushed him, and he was the guy out front, but she was the real fire plug behind the NBA. Ernie did a tremendous job, and he had that real dry sense of humor and stuff, and he'd, well, yeah, I think we can do that or whatever, and he'd always look at her to check, you know what I mean?